From those cells they stole from Queen Mother ancestor Henrietta Lacks, the evil genius would go on to create biological weapons, COVID vaccinations, cloning technology. From the cells of Henrietta Lacks, they learned that the black woman is God. I said from the cells of Henrietta Lacks, they learned that the black woman was God.
Finally, after more than 70 years, a measure of justice for the family of Henrietta Lacks, whose cells were taken without her family's consent and led to groundbreaking medical discoveries. Here's Jake Ward.
Henrietta Lacks is inside all of us, in treatments and vaccines her cells made possible. And tonight, her family is finally being compensated for her contributions.
Such sacrifice that she had to give of herself that benefited all the world.
Lacks died of cervical cancer in 1951 at Johns Hopkins, where, in a racially segregated ward, doctors cut out a sample of her cancer cells without her permission. The cells, nicknamed HeLa, were the first to grow well in a lab and are now a bedrock of modern medicine. Her family sued multi-billion-dollar Thermo Fisher Scientific in 2021, saying the company, quote, made staggering profits by using the HeLa cell line, although it, quote, has known that HeLa cells were stolen from Ms. Lacks. The family settled for an undisclosed amount Monday. Thermo Fisher says it's pleased the case is resolved, but had no further comment.
Today, on her 103rd birthday, we got justice. Her legacy is in good hands. Our family is standing together in solidarity to push forward. We're going to keep making sure Henrietta never dies, such as her HeLa cells never died.
Lacks was an impoverished tobacco farmer, a mother of 5 when she developed cervical cancer, and never knew that her unique cells would be part of everything from genome mapping to the eradication of polio.
And Hopkins made all that money off of our mother!
The immortal life of Henrietta Lacks brought worldwide attention to her contribution and to unethical experimentation on black bodies by medical science.
There just isn't a moment in medical history that doesn't somehow connect to her cells.
A bipartisan bill introduced last week would give Lacks a congressional gold medal. And now her family, several of whom suffered chronic illness without health insurance over the years, will share in the bounty that her body made possible.
For all that was used and done with the cells of Queen Mother ancestor Henrietta Lacks, if that family only got a couple $1 million, then that was a ripoff. First of all, Attorney Ben Crump, I understand that a settlement was reached between the family of Henrietta Lacks. A legal settlement was reached between the family of Henrietta Lacks through their attorney, Ben Crump, with the company that stole our ancestor Henrietta Lacks' cells when she was going in for some routine cancer surgery. They stole her cells, and from those cells, the evil genius from those cells, they stole from Queen Mother ancestor Henrietta Lacks. The evil genius would go on to create biological weapons, COVID vaccinations, cloning technology. From the cells of Henrietta Lacks, they learned that the black woman is God. I said from the cells of Henrietta Lacks, they learned that the black woman was God. I said from the cells of Queen Mother ancestor Henrietta Lacks, the white power structure learned that the black woman was God. But I want to know what the settlement amount was, Attorney Benjamin Crump. I was looking on, can anybody Google, because I can't find it. Can somebody Google Henrietta Lacks settlement? Because I was looking for a dollar amount. I want to see what Benjamin Crump did for this family. I want to see what Attorney Benjamin Crump did for this family. Can somebody please Google Henrietta Lacks settlement? Can anybody find a dollar amount for me, please? Henrietta Lacks. Her family has finally reached a settlement, brothers and sisters. Historic settlement between the Henrietta Lacks family and the company that stole her cells. Benjamin Crump was the attorney. Can we see the amount? Can anybody find the amount? It's private. This is what I'm going to say. Out of respect for everybody involved, I hope Benjamin Crump got that family their just due. I hope Benjamin Crump got that family their just due. I hope Benjamin Crump got that family their just due. And the reason I'm saying that, there's no amount of money that can replace a life. Let me just say that. There's no amount of money that can replace a life. Let me just say that. There's no amount of money that can replace a life. However, when I see the families of unarmed and murdered police victims getting $1 million, I got a problem with that. $2 million, I got a problem with that. $3 million, I got a problem with that. No loss of life settlement should be under 5. In fact, no loss of life settlement should be under 10 mils. So Benjamin Crump is going to have to explain these dismally low loss of life settlements with the police. Don't tell me Henrietta Lack's family got a couple million. I'm telling you right now, if they got a couple million, Benjamin Crump, you got to retire. If the Henrietta Lack's family, with all she has meant to modern research, with all Henrietta Lack's cells has contributed to modern research, for all that was used and done with the cells of Queen Mother ancestor Henrietta Lacks, if that family only got a couple $1 million, then that was a ripoff. Benjamin Crump, please do better, my brother. Benjamin Crump, please do better, my brother. Benjamin Crump, please do better, my brother. Now,
You have to invest in your people to stop the Chinese and Indians from owning everything. If you don't invest in black Jamaica, then Jamaica will one day be a Chinese island. It's no getting around it. Black people still believe the white man knows best. And the first thing the white man will say is, we have done research. We have done studies. I don't give a damn what study the white man done.